Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hey, Thomas. Yeah, it looks like you had a great trip to the UP. So looked really, really interesting, and I'm jealous because we definitely had that on our list and just didn't make it this year. Sorry, you're hearing the dogs.
Four-leggeds.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Mary Ellen. How are you? Looks like we got a little bit of a delay. So hope everybody is doing okay on this Thursday night. Hello, Michelle. How are you?
Hello.
Been kind of a hectic week for us around here, trying to get stuff done. Hey, Ryan. We'll give everybody a minute. We're good. We're good, Mary Ellen. We're just, trying to get stuff done.
Yep.
It's been a week, but we're good. Trace is improving daily, so that's good news. And we're just trying to get stuff done. I don't know if y'all saw, but we got the new logo, which I need to swap out and put on everything. But we've been busy getting that done and getting the website updated and getting the store up and
all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, so I guess trying to take advantage of being at home since we've come to the realization that we're still going to be here a while other than our couple of week trips. Hey, Darian, how are you? Hey, Katie Smith, how are you? Hey, Nick, how are you? All right, well, It looks like we got, hello, Amanda. Yeah, we've just got a slight delay here.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, we wanted tonight to talk about, packing and kind of what we take and what kind of clothes we take and how often we do laundry and the whole roll versus fold and packing cubes or not packing cubes. But before we get into that, I was just looking today and I just kind of wanted to ask you guys. So I was looking and there's actually a lot more countries open to us. I mean, none in like Western Europe. But there's more countries open to U.S. citizens than I realized with proof of a test. Some are 72 hours, some are 5 days, some are, 96 hours. I've kind of seen the variant. The shortest one I saw, I think, was 48 hours. I'm just curious. I know Nick P he did the COVID test, and I know that the Finleys had April tested. Has anybody else taken the COVID test just for the purposes of, either just being curious or for the purposes of traveling? And the reason I'm asking is because I think that's probably going to end up being our norm going forward, at least until we can, I guess, show proof of vaccination once a vaccine is out there and proven to work for a sustained amount of time. Darian took the test. So did you take it just because? I mean, were you I don't know. Hey, traveling granny.
How's the wine?
Anyone else trying to find Thursday night football? I think you got about an hour for that, don't you?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know.
Is it on right now?
Yeah, I think it came on.
Okay. I thought it didn't come on for another hour. Okay. So Darian, did you take it because, did you have any symptoms? Did you take it just because you were curious, or did you take it to travel, and was that hard to get done? Because the last time I looked, we still around here had to have, it was either basically you had to have a physician's referral or recommendation to be able to take it. So I'm curious. Chris has not taken it, hadn't had a reason yet. We haven't had a reason yet either. But I'm just, and I know supposedly there's a lot of, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I think a lot of people, they haven't taken it because they don't have a reason to, but we were just wondering because if like you're traveling or you're going to travel or just
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Nick says he packed a lot. Oh, talking about packing. Katie hasn't taken it. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out is, all these places. I say all these places. I mean, it's a fairly long list. Eastern Europe, even obviously some islands. I think you can go to Turkey with a test, and there's one or two places in Asia you could go, Southeast Asia you could go. Let's see, Mary Ellen says, haven't taken a test, but I've been home alone for 6 months. Oh my gosh, are you talking to yourself yet, Mary Ellen? Chris says, thought about taking it. Most areas around here, doctor referred. Are you right? And that's what we're seeing too. Nick says drive-through testing. So, I saw that, but then when I looked online at all of our CVS's, Nick, they're saying that you still, as Chris said, you either have to have a doctor referral or fall into the high risk group. And I don't know. I mean, right now we're not considering going anywhere, but I think, come next spring or summer, I really think that that's going to end up being sort of the norm. Like I said, until a vaccine is out and, can get to everybody and is proven to have some long-term effects, I think that's just going to be part of traveling.
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to figure out what that's going to look like. Now I know Hawaii is opening up October 15th. Is that right? Yeah.
I think so.
And you have to have a test. I don't remember if it's 48, I think it's 72 hours beforehand, but they've actually contracted with CVS to do the testing and do quick turnarounds. CVS and Kaiser Permanente, which I know is out. I know it's in Colorado. I think it's all over maybe out west. So I'm just wondering how that's all going to work. Let's see.
Me and my husband and I were just talking earlier about taking the test. We would like to visit family in Georgia. They're elderly and sick grandparents, so we want to make sure we are safe for them.
Right. I mean, there's all that, with the holidays coming up, I think there's going to be a lot of that. So I just don't know how that's going to work. Darian says, took it for peace of mind, was not sick at all. Oh, that's right. I remember. I did know that, Darian, but how were you able to take it? Were you just able to just go somewhere and just take it without any symptoms or doctor referral? The drive-through testing near me had multiple wait times. Wow. Thomas took it once pre-surgical and once to rule out. So reasons though. Yeah, I know, Darian. I knew that. I don't know why I said, I don't know. Sorry. I spaced it. I did know that you had it. Yeah, so I don't know how that's going to work, but anyway, the point is, I mean, there are a lot of places you can go and with a test, and I'm just curious as to how that's gonna play out, because we certainly would want to maybe look into that come next spring, summer, late summer, early fall, depending on where we are in terms of
being able to travel and
vaccines and yeah. So anyway, all right. Well, yeah, I just thought I'd post that. So does anybody have any other travel plans booked, like for the rest of this year? I think there was talk of some folks that had some stuff for next year. I'm just wondering if anybody's got any travel plans, international travel plans booked through the rest of the year. And let's see, Mary Ellen's, she's talking to Darian, didn't know he had it. Traveling Granny, whose name is Tracey. I got stopped on the way home tonight for speeding, trying to get... Oh, well, thank you. Had you been to the wine store on your, is that where you've been? Nick says, click the like button. Yep. Yes, please do. We would greatly appreciate that. Wow. So Darian just went to the urgent care with no referral, and they let him take it.
I'm wondering if it's just different
Different
from
areas.
different state to state.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't
but
know.
Anyway. All right. So, yeah, a couple of other things that I don't know that we've confirmed. I think maybe we talked about it, but I don't know that we confirmed. We've told you guys about our Asheville, Savannah, Shenandoah trip,
Ridge,
and
all
that's
that.
coming up in a couple of weeks.
Mhm.
And then we are going to go to Disney. I think we've talked about that. We're Disney freaks, so we firmed that up middle of November. I think like the 11th. 11th. I don't know. It's almost 2 weeks that we're going to be there. I think is right, or maybe it's right at 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think we get home the day before Thanksgiving or something like that.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. We like Disney, and then we're also going to go to Universal. My daughter, even though she's in college, still loves all the Harry Potter stuff, and we've been, but of course they've changed things and they've added things, and obviously at Disney they've added all the Star Wars stuff. So I don't know, for those of you guys who are closer to our age, it's funny to me to see all the kids now being into Star Wars when it was so big when we were young. So
And there's so many of them.
there are. So we've actually started our family. We're doing weekly family movie nights where we've been trying to watch them all the way through because we haven't watched any of the new ones.
Yeah.
And my daughter had not seen the early ones, so we're almost finished with that series, and then we got to go into whatever.
I don't even know. But we got to get caught up before we go to Disney.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, we're getting some up here. Chris hasn't made any plans. Tracey took her husband in the hospital last week. He had a fever. They tested. I'm assuming Steve is her husband. Oh, well, traveling granny, I'm assuming you were negative.
Since you were out getting speeding tickets.
Yeah. Mary Ellen says all her plans got canceled. Next up is a cruise for my birthday in February. So where's the cruise to, Mary Ellen?
Well, hopefully it happens. Regardless.
Yes. And Michelle said they were in Disney for a week last November. So I think we did talk about this. Sorry, one of our dogs has come to say hi. We've never seen Disney with the lights on. So that's just kind of something we wanted to see with all the Christmas Christmas lights. Sorry. I'm just like having an off day today, y'all. I don't know if y'all ever have that, but I just not like something's not quite clicking like it's supposed to.
I'm not gonna say a word.
So yeah, that's kind of been one of our things. Oh, we have both big dogs. Sorry. Okay. So anyway, I know that they're going to be a little less activities and decorations, I think, this year, but we still want to do it. Katie says states seem to be very different with testing, and she doesn't have any international travel plans for 2020. Nick says no travel plans until November 2021. Celebrating my November birthday in style. Hopefully someplace warm for my 30th birthday next year. Well, I hope so, Nick.
Yeah.
30's a big one. Katie Smith has never been to Disney.
Oh.
Wow. So, so of course we're talking about the one in Orlando. We have never been to Disneyland in California.
We went to Disneyland in Paris.
Yeah, we did. And we did not like it as much at all. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Do you want to say hi again? Okay.
Okay.
There's Brown. Hello. Oh, hello, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's Brown.
Okay.
Do you say hi to everybody?
Say hi.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. All right. Get down.
Okay.
Get down. That's off.
Come here and get it out of the way.
All right. Sorry, guys. They just are.
Get it out of the way.
Brown. Toot.
Toot. Come on.
Okay. There's Finn.
Look, Finn. Look.
Hey, look. I see you, Bubs. I know.
He's got his toy.
That's Finnegan. This is Finnegan.
Finnegan
Yes.
Gabriel.
And y'all have all seen Core Grace.
Yeah.
So Finn is a rescue, and somebody definitely was not very nice to him. So
Yeah.
he's come a long way. He was so skittish, and he would just hide under tables, and
Yeah.
but he definitely still has that need for a pacifier, and so usually it's Fluffy Cat that he keeps with him.
Yeah.
He's the only one that actually has to sleep with a toy at night too.
Yeah.
So anyway, sorry.
So that's out of the way.
All right. So,
That's
what would we
fine.
recommend for first timers? So, Katie, I think that you know, I mean, we like it all. I'm not a big rod rider. Not that there's any. You've got more rides at Universal, like big rides at Universal, than you do at Disney. Trace is a roller coaster fanatic. I can't do those with Vertigo. But we just love the atmosphere and walking around. And I mean, there's a few rides there that we like. Trace likes Space Mountain. And
But I would, as far as what parks to recommend,
Oh, yeah.
definitely
Magic.
start out with Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
And then you can go from there. I don't know. That would be my first choice. And then from there, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, Magic Kingdom, I think Epcot is definitely geared more towards adults. And it's, you've got the World Showcase, which is interesting. It's big. And then, they have stores and they have food from everywhere. The sushi in Japan and Epcot's really good.
It is.
And the bakery in France is really good.
Yep.
And you can get fish and chips at the pub in the UK.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot of food, a lot of drinking, a lot of, they'll have different, like the Food and Wine Festival,
Right.
Flower Festival. They have a lot of that kind of stuff
Yeah,
at Epcot.
There's not as many rides there.
Yeah. And then I don't know, it depends on what you're into, Katie. I mean,
You like animals, you can go to Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom is really cool. I mean, there's
It
a lot.
is.
The safari's really cool. And then there's these paths that you can walk and see different animals. And it's Animal Kingdom, I think, is the biggest park, or it certainly feels that way for whatever reason, in terms of more walking. So, I mean,
they're all great.
they are.
But if you're going for the first time and you want to go to one park, I would say
Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Traveling Granny says they're good.
All right, that's good.
The cruise.
The cruise, Mary Ellen's Cruise, Long Beach, California to Mexico, if that sails. I'm sure I'll need a test as part of the protocols. I'm sure you will as well. Amanda says, is all of Disney open? Back in July and August, it was limited. So right now it's still limited in terms of the capacity. So you have to make reservations in advance, buy your tickets, make reservations in advance. There are some things that are closed. And you have to sit down to be able to drink or eat. You can't walk around eating. And so I'm assuming that like a lot of the street car, the little food carts they had selling like popcorn and ice cream and all that are probably not open.
Yeah.
And I know that like they're not doing a lot of the shows or the character meet and greets, but the rides are open. And the hours are limited. I think for when we're going to be there,
it's 9
to 7, except for Animal Kingdom's 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Well, and Epcot's 11 to 7, but
yeah.
So just less hours, but I mean, for the most part, it's open.
Less hours and less people, which I guess if you go for the full time it's open, it'll be you.
Yeah, because we did that. Oh gosh, we just got lucky one year. When was that? 3 years ago?
3 or 4 years ago.
We were there. I guess it was like her spring break or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just happened to look, and they were having this special event called Disney After Hours, which, I didn't know what it was. And we don't stay at the resorts. We actually always rent a house nearby that has like you have your own pool and all that. It's much, much less expensive.
Yep.
And
it's like 10 minutes from the park.
10 minutes from the park. You're able to, cook meals, hang out, maybe, I don't know, go in the morning, come back for a few hours, hang out, get in the pool, whatever, and then go back in the evening. Anyway, so we were there, and I saw this thing about Disney After Hours. And so I looked into it, and I don't remember what we paid a person. Maybe $50 or something, maybe.
Yeah, it was
And we got to stay, what was it, like 3 extra hours?
3 extra hours, and it was limited on the people.
I
on
mean,
the tickets.
literally, we could be in an entire section and see 2 other people. I bet there weren't 1,000 people in Magic Kingdom that night. So, like every ride, you could just walk on and ride again and again and again and again.
And you got free popcorn, and ice cream,
and drinks
during that time also.
Yeah, as much as you wanted. So it was interesting, and we just stumbled upon it. But I think it is a normal event that they have. We just didn't know anything about it till then. Okay, so sorry. Traveling Granny says, I'm surprised you haven't blocked me yet. We wouldn't block you.
No.
Michelle says, sadly, no 2020 plans. This was a big year. Turned 40 and celebrated 20th wedding anniversary. Oh, well,
congratulations.
And happy birthday.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 2020 has just been a crazy year. Lori says, what?
Wow. So sorry, Lori.
Oh, Lori, so sorry to hear that. We just saw that.
Yeah.
Wow.
She may not even be.
I'm sure she's not. I'm sure she's already gone. Yeah, so our condolences, Lori.
I mean, thank you for stopping by.
Wow. Okay. All right. Mary Ellen says, after going to Disneyland, after Disney World, I was a little disappointed. It's so small. Yeah, that's what we've heard too. But we want to go just to go.
Now, we didn't, like we said, we went to Disneyland Paris, and I mean, it was okay. And yes, it was a lot smaller, and they didn't have as much, but we just weren't impressed with that.
They had good crepes.
They did have good crepes.
Darian says, I love y'all's dog. Nick says, look like a sweetheart doggies. I have never been to any. Chris says never been.
You need to get on it.
You do. We love it. Thomas is telling us that the pizza place is opening up in Carmel next month.
We'll have to check it out.
We've got to check it out. We definitely do. Nick P says Disney owns everything. It looks like Disney owns everything. Oh, Paul, I worked all through UK lockdown after and visit on average 30 different homes. Never been tested for COVID, as I'm not showing symptoms, but do wonder sometimes. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so Paul, I'd be interested to see what that. I mean, over there, I mean, with you guys with national health care, I would assume that pretty much if you wanted to go get a test, you could.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, they probably have their rules and regulations, and
I guess I don't know. You know, it just depends on how many tests you have, and I don't know. Katie's telling Lori she's sorry. I agree. Magic Kingdom first. Brilliant but blue. All the puppies are so cute. Brown and Finnegan wanted in on the camera action. Yes, yes, they did. Hello, Jasmine.
Hello.
Thanks for the park, Rex. Food and dining sounds like my weekend food and drinking sounds like my weekend in Dublin last year. Lots of Irish food and Irish beer and liquor. Yes, that happens in Dublin quite a bit, Nick. Disney was testing fireworks for the first time last night. Oh, first since March. Interesting. Puppies
are because those are cool too.
Yeah, we love the fireworks.
Yeah.
Puppies are adorable. Thank you. Does one ticket get you into all the parks, or are they add-ons for rides? So yeah, Brilliant but Blue. What you used to be able to get a ticket called a park hopper, and you could get a one-day ticket for one park, a one-day ticket park hopper, which meant you could go to any of the parks, or you can get them for 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, however many days. But right now they are only doing single park tickets. So you can still buy like a 7-day park pass, but you can only go to one right now. You can only go to one park a day. And I think that's just to keep everybody segregated so that, if for some reason they need to track down people
Right.
because of COVID. It's going to be easier to do.
Yeah.
That's my assumption.
Yeah.
But usually you get one ticket. You can buy, I mean, it costs a little bit extra. I don't know. I don't remember how much extra. And you can do all the parks.
And the rides are free.
Yeah. All
You just
the,
have the one ticket
Yeah.
and you can ride and do whatever you want.
yeah. All the attractions and everything, parades, fireworks, all that's free.
The only thing you really have to pay for is your food and
Whatever souvenirs. if you
whatever
want 'em.
souvenirs if you want them.
Yeah. Oh, parking.
Well, parking, yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember what that
But like with us, like she said, we usually rent a house and like we can go in the morning and stay for a couple hours. And then the parking is good all day. So we could leave
and come back.
and come back
Yeah.
and not have to pay for parking. I think at that point it was like what?
I think it was $20
to
a
park.
day. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. After hours at the park, traveling Grace. So she
Yes,
needs to check
do.
into that. Sorry for your loss, Trophius. Great to hear that you're Star Wars. Have you been to Galaxy's Edge? Heard it's fantastic. No, we're going. So
Yeah.
um,
Let you know.
yeah.
And hopefully we're hoping that while we're there, we might be able to do a few live.
Yeah, we're hoping. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're hoping to do some live streams there. Jasmine says, "I'm so laggy." Is anybody else laggy? I don't know. Everybody's saying hi. Brilliant, but Blue said, "Cheers for the information."
Yeah, no problem.
So yeah. So all right. So let's talk a little bit about. Everybody's still saying sorry for your loss to Lori, which wow, I
Yeah,
can't
that's-
imagine. And I think isn't he the one that just moved stuff back from Hawaii? I mean, I don't know how many sons she has, but I'm almost thinking that maybe it's the only one. Laggy, not leggy, Tracy.
Laggy.
My legs have always been
Laggy.
short. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right, well, you want to talk a little bit about packing?
Yeah.
Everybody seems to always be interested in this, and I don't know, if the people here are or not, but
Yeah, if this is boring to the people that are on here, just let us know.
yeah, but we always get a lot of questions around that. All right, Nick P says, I wonder if Disney will put in some of the Fox stuff they bought into the parks, like they own The Simpsons. So, Nick, The Simpsons are at Universal.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole like Simpsons ride and food and all kinds of stuff.
There's a whole Simpson area.
Yeah, at Universal.
Mhm.
So I don't know how that is going to work. Amanda says she loves packing videos. That's good. So we have questions about this. I don't know, people just always seem interested. And you guys, should know by now, we're certainly not fashionistas.
Nope.
So,
Plan on it.
well, we just go for 100% comfort. I know that everybody will say, where you're going to stick out. You're going to, everybody's going to be able to tell you're an American. Well, look, people are going to be able to tell we're American anyway.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they just are.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not that we're rude or don't respect local culture and all that, but I think it's pretty obvious when you look at us that,
Yeah.
particularly me,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know when we go to Ireland.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho.
So we usually, if you guys that don't know, when we travel internationally, I mean, with the exception of our Mexico trip every year, which is just a week,
Mm-hmm.
it's usually multiple weeks, and like to Europe, it's usually at least 8 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
if not longer.
Yep.
So we have to kind of try and fit a lot of different
Seasons
or climates into it. So what we usually take is 3 or 4 pairs of jeans. Well, I'm going to assume we're talking fall weather. We don't usually travel in peak season, so it's either going to be spring or fall.
Yeah.
We haven't done any winter yet. I want to do the Christmas markets, but right now we just need to be home over the holidays.
Oh,
So
I was leaving. So.
Oh,
Thank you,
Sorry.
Paul.
Bye, Paul. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so usually we will take
We have our cheat sheets, just so
yeah,
you know.
we'll take like 3 to 4 pairs of jeans a piece, and then 1 or 2 what we call our comfy pants, but they're more, like joggers, athletic pants. That's usually what we always wear on travel days. And so we'll take 1 or 2 of those, and then 1 pair of, I don't know, nicer, dressier pants. So that's kind of what we do. So usually it's a total of 6 pairs of pants, and that includes whatever we wear on the way over there. So
Yeah.
we're basically packing 5 pants.
Yeah.
And then like socks and underwear, it's usually 8 pairs. Shoes, it's usually 2 or 3 pairs of shoes.
Depending.
Weather dependent. So, you know, I'm going to take that away. You keep going.
Yeah, it just depends. I mean, we will take, obviously tennis shoes or sneakers or whatever y'all want to call them. And then depending, we will take, usually we learned the hard way our first trip to Europe. We took 2 pairs of just tennis shoes. And of course, one of those pairs we ended up getting soaked because we got caught in a hailstorm in Munich. And so we learned that we take a pair of waterproof shoes, which are basically like tennis shoes, are just waterproof, and then regular tennis shoes. But we also, as I was saying, depending on the weather, we will take boots, like hiking type boots, and those are waterproof also. So like for our Northern Lights trip, we were just taking our waterproof. We were taking a pair of actual boots, warm snow boots.
Yeah.
And then we were taking like our hikers that were waterproof.
I didn't take hikers. I just took comfy boots
Yeah.
like to walk around in.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. And then usually we just sleep in t-shirts. So usually it's like 3 t-shirts a piece.
Yeah.
And then this is kind of a consistent, obviously, unless it's summer, then some of this wouldn't apply. Usually it's like 3 short sleeve t-shirts. Hey, Nick. Oh, it's travel. Sorry. Let's go back
Let's
up.
go back.
Sorry. We're missing some here.
All left. Okay. We got that.
Comfort wins every time. People will know we are American when we open our mouth. Exactly.
Yeah. They're saying good night.
Good night to Paul.
Yeah.
Bob wants to know, have we ever been to New Zealand? No, very high on our list.
Yes.
Tracy's been to Australia.
I've been to Australia, but we have not been to New Zealand.
Yes. And let's see. Nick says, I thought 3 weeks in Europe was a lot. Could not imagine doing 8. At the end of 3, I was ready. So ready to get back home to the U.S., but I can only handle so much. Oh, we love it, Nick. Yeah. We love it.
Of course you do, Darian.
Darian loves Munich. 3 weeks. We don't have a problem. I mean, we could stay.
We just schedule it because we figure we've already made that
the investment on the flight.
There. Yeah. So we might as well go and see and do as much as we can, but we also try to make sure we have some down days in there too, so we're not just constantly going. But
yeah, and one of the things I will say, and I know there's people who just shake their head and say, why would you do that? So one of the things that we do while we're there, and we're actually going to do a video on this, we actually will go to, Starbucks on occasion on our down days, or even McDonald's, or when my daughter was with us, we went to Hard Rock Cafe in a couple of different cities. I mean, just to get a little bit of that familiarity. And that's generally enough to sustain us.
Yeah.
We don't really have any problems. And yeah, we love it. So
yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to let Cork race in. We want to
Okay.
keep going on the shirts and stuff.
Yeah. Let me see where. Yep. So normally, let me see. We've got some more comments, I think. So let me check. Okay. We're good there. Okay. So everybody's saying, hey, okay. So shirts, yeah, a lot of this depends on where we're going, but like she said, normally we will travel, fall or spring. So this is pretty much the normal either way. So we have 3 short sleeves.
Yep.
We take 3 long sleeve t-shirts,
Mm-hmm.
usually 2 button downs or flannels.
Just nicer shirts,
Yeah.
but sometimes like one may be a flannel, one may be a nice dressier shirt.
Yeah. 1 or 2 hoodies, sweatshirt hoodies, 1 or 2 sweater or fleece pullovers. We normally do the fleece pullovers because
like
the
the quarter
sweaters
zip.
can be too bulky.
Yeah.
But we have taken sweaters. And then 1 weather appropriate jacket, which means, if you're going to be somewhere that it's going to be cold,
The winter coat.
then you'll take a winter coat. But if you're there and it's going to be, just a
lighter weight.
light jacket, but we always definitely take a raincoat.
Yes.
Because like I said, we got caught in that hailstorm in Munich that year and it was horrible.
It was awful. We've got video of it. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And then a belt.
Yep. So, I mean, what that does is, that usually allows us to go about 10 days without a full, laundry load. I mean, we'll do some sink washing, as we need to. We will, obviously, we do a combination of vacation rentals and hotels. So if we're staying in a vacation rental that has a washer and dryer, then we certainly take advantage of that. I mean, we don't wait, 10 days. We'll do as much laundry as we can and get it done. But yeah, I mean, that lets us go about 10 days. So what we do is, we actually choose a lot of like for our socks or like wool. We also each have some wool shirts. And I know that sounds merino wool. I know that sounds itchy to most people unless you have it, but it's not. It's very soft. It doesn't hold odor.
Mm-mm.
It breathes. It'll keep you cool when it's warm out and warm when it's cold out. So that's been a lifesaver for us. I mean, it's definitely pricier, but it's definitely
worth it in the
worth
long
it.
run.
So, and then we'll use stuff like there's Woolite makes like single use packets, and then there's also a wrinkle release spray / fabric refreshener deodorizer. So we use those, and that, like I said, that'll get us about 10 days. And then, typically we actually do the drop off laundry where we do, we drop it off and they wash it and fold it for us and we pick it up that afternoon. That way we don't lose a day. We don't lose any time. And it's really never been that pricey for us at all. So this is Core Grace. She's the oldest, but she's the baby.
Yeah.
Here, I'll let y'all.
Yeah.
There you go.
So she's the lap dog.
Yep. So yeah, I mean that's what we do. Let's see what everybody's saying because I know they're talking a lot. Sorry. Hold on. There we go. Nick Barnett's is saying hi. Thomas will be home tomorrow. Okay. Be Wild. Hello. Travel with Nick P. Favorite part of France was his Airbnb host in. I don't know how you say that. Did my laundry for me. She did it through everything and didn't even charge me. Welcome surprises that come from that app. Yeah. Okay. Chris says, love Munich. So can you only stay 12 weeks max? No, traveling granny. Well, it depends. So currently Ireland and the UK, I think is it 90 days or 180 days there?
Oh, that was 90.
It's 90 in the rest of the EU. is what we can stay. So whatever that comes out to, I think that is about 12 weeks, isn't it?
Well,
Somewhere in there. But like we could go to, you know, France or Germany or wherever and do that whole area for 12 weeks. And then we could come over and do Ireland or the UK for another 12 weeks. So we could stay basically up to 180 days.
Yeah.
All around Europe. And I know that Ireland and the UK they don't consider themselves Europe. They consider
Right.
mainland Europe.
Right.
But anyway, we consider it all Europe. Nick's been 3 times. Wow, nice. They're all saying hi. I've only ever been in Munich and Berlin. More than once to both, but I like Munich more. That's interesting because
we actually liked Berlin.
We liked Berlin, but we think it's because of where we stayed in Munich. It
Yeah.
wasn't like right in the middle of everything. We were a little bit out. So I think that was the issue. But we've been to Berlin, we've been to Munich, we've been to Cologne,
Rothenburg, Wiesbaden. We've been to St. Gorhausen.
Yeah, all along the Rhine.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, we're not ruling Munich out. We're probably going to try and go back at some point and stay in a different area, kind of like when we went to Paris, because the first time we went to Paris, we didn't. But we went back and stayed in a different area, and it was totally different.
Yeah, it was awesome. Nick P says, I miss Supermax in Ireland. If you don't know what it is, it's basically Irish McDonald's. Yes, we did know that. Thomas says, I can relate. What is the name of the spikes you put on your shoes? Crampons.
Crampons.
I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Nick Barnett says he's got to go to Munich for Oktoberfest. That would be a lot of fun. I do about the same thing a lot if I'm on the move, but trying to travel light. Yeah. Small stuff can be washed in the sink. Oh, Lord.
He is on here.
Your brother.
Woo, you got holes in your socks? I've seen it. Well, probably some. I mean, there's no denying that.
That's Tracy's brother, in case you guys wondered. Mary Ellen says, Merino wool is amazing. So soft. It's what I prefer to knit with. Oh, you're a knitter. I didn't know that, Mary Ellen.
Oh.
I've never figured out sink laundry, Thomas says. Oh, and we just got a big jump, didn't we?
I saw the Finleys on here.
Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
There we go. So Thomas, we usually only do that for small things and like one or two things at a time. And we always travel with like a sink stopper. Because sometimes the hotels there don't have, or anywhere doesn't have the stopper. We used to actually take a whole like line with us, but we figured out most places either have a rack or a line in the bathroom.
Yep.
Or what was that?
I don't know.
Or some way for us to hang stuff up. So that's kind of what we do.
Yep.
And it's only on occasion when we need to. Like I said, it's typically going to be some sort of undergarment, shirts and jeans and stuff like that for the most part, unless you're using like performance fabric or something quick dry. It's going to take too long. All right. And your brother.
And a little trick also is we have been known to wash like maybe a pair of shorts or some shirts. And we have been known to actually use the hairdryer a couple times to dry it.
Well, yeah, if you're really in desperate need, that or the towel racks in Europe you can use to help dry stuff out. So, but that's not our typical mode.
No, but that's like, a little tip if you need something and it's not.
Like if you're like me and you spilt something all over your last clean pair of, pants or whatever. So Nick P says, I lucked out with my weather last April in Europe. It only rained on the last day of my 21 days over there. I missed the major blizzard in Minnesota by 2 days. they shut down. Oh, they shut down the Minneapolis to Heathrow flight 3 days after I left. Wow. Well, yeah, you got in just in time. Chris says, in a pinch, I even sink washed with the bath soap in the hotels. Yeah, you can do that, Chris. I mean, whatever you have to do, right? Traveling Granny says she loves merino wool. It does cost, but it lasts for years. We totally agree. Nick P says, I did that drop-off laundry in Dublin. The guy only charged me €20 to do everything for me with it. Yeah, and I don't even know that we've ever paid that much, Nick.
Yeah.
And that's for both of us. So, but I guess it probably depends on where you are.
Yeah.
But we've done it. We've done it in Rome. We've done it in Florence. We've done it in.
We did it in Sorrento.
Sorrento, kind of south of Rome.
There she is. She's getting down. Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, but yeah, it's turned out great. And yes, Tracy's brother wanted to see that baby. So Cora Grace is the favorite of Tracy's family. And I feel so bad for them. It's like they're redheaded stepchildren or something for the other big ones.
Although my brother does have a new baby, so I think she's going to become the favorite.
Oh, she might.
So,
Mary Ellen said, Liz and Derek are staying 90 days. Yes, that is the plan. I don't, we'll see what happens with everything changing over there. 90 days in Ireland so it is 90 days. So it's 90 and 90, which would give you 180 days total. We could be over there.
Yeah.
Did you just say Germany?
Of course we did. Not spaghetti ice, but we said Germany.
That's right. Mark Finley says just got home from his church job. Hello, Mark.
Thank you for joining us.
Nick Barnett says, yes, they're not continental Europe, but still Europe, despite what some in the UK think. Exactly. Where did y'all stay in Munich?
I don't even remember.
I would have to look it up to tell you, but it was out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We were near the S-Bahn, the U-Bahn, one of them.
Yeah.
But it was out more in a neighborhood, but it was, I don't know. There wasn't much around to do. That area, there weren't even really any restaurants. I think we found one little coffee shop and that was it. So, Chris said when he was in Munich, he stayed about 2 blocks from Marienplatz. Yeah, which would be the thing to do.
Yeah.
Be wild. I dry everything on towel racks. Yeah, you can.
Yep.
And I missed some. Hold on. We had to jump again, guys. I can darn your socks, Trent. Let's see. Oktoberfest is awesome. I have 14 under my belt, and I have a big belt.
They had a little Oktoberfest when we were in Berlin, when we were staying at Alexanderplatz.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was kind of cool. I mean, we got some goodies.
Yeah, we ate.
Which, if you've seen the video, then you know that.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And then what was weird is we went to, where in Spain were we? Where they were doing like a mini Oktoberfest in Spain. It was kind of crazy.
That was...
Where's the Magic Fountain? Barcelona. So, yeah, in Barcelona, near the Magic Fountain, if you've ever been to Barcelona, they had this whole big area blocked off, and they were having like an Oktoberfest celebration in Barcelona. But we didn't attempt that because there were literally... like you were dodging drunk people trying to get out of there.
They were walking in the middle of the road.
They were having a very good time.
Yeah, they were.
But we're old. And so we're like,
we went to see the fountain and we were heading back.
Like, yeah, no, we're good. So anyway, I'm piecing the start of my first 4 quilts now. Nice, Mary Ellen. So Tracy's aunt, who just recently passed away, was a quilter.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a few things from her that she made for us, and then wanted everybody to have. So I know that is a very time consuming labor of love. So
Yeah.
I don't have the patience for it.
So kudos to you.
Yes, absolutely.
One of the things that I wanted done that unfortunately we didn't get to do was, speaking of quilting, was I was going to have some of my shirts that I've gotten from around the world, and I was going to have a quilt made out of all my t-shirts from that. So, but we didn't get there. So let me know if you do something like that, Mary Ellen.
Traveling Granny's laughing at my explanation of hanging clothes out to dry. We saw that. Dry everything on towel racks. If in Southern Europe in summer, it's easy to hang your clothes out to dry, will probably be faster than if you had a dryer anyway. That's true. But again, we're usually not there, in the summer. And Trent's leaving again.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Trent. Thomas says 6 months for the UK. Okay, so 90 in Ireland, 6 months in the UK. Okay. Yeah, if you're not drunk yourself, that can be annoying. Yeah, and it's not that we don't like to have a good time or have a drink, but they were hours ahead of us, Nick. I mean, we would have never caught up.
We would have never caught up. But actually, if you're not drunk, but you're watching others that are drunk, sometimes it can be annoying, but sometimes it can be really hilarious.
Yeah, it can be. It can be on occasion.
Yeah.
On occasion. So, I don't know. Let's just get to this part because I don't know what anybody else. I think the biggest debate we have always seen is rolling or folding clothes. So I'm curious what you guys do.
I do most of the packing.
Yes.
And I have always folded. And it's basically just a two-fold. It's not folding it, like you would a normal, but anyway, so this last trip that we were packing for Scandinavia, I thought, well, I'm going to try rolling because they say it doesn't wrinkle and, you can get more in there. And so I did that. Well, I'm not impressed with rolling. And I went online on YouTube and I actually looked for people on what they did as far as rolling, how they rolled it, all that. And so I got it down and I made sure there were no wrinkles. But to me, folding it flat and just putting it in there is a lot better and easier because rolling is time consuming. And to me, after we got there and started unpacking things, they were more wrinkled than.
Yeah, and you should actually do a video of how you actually pack now with the fold where you just put them in. And
yeah,
do the arms
I could.
Over.
I called.
Because it's kind of, yeah.
Yes, the Ranger roll.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
And
I just.
Yes.
And it may have been user error, I don't know. But, I'm pretty picky about having wrinkles but yeah, folding was a lot easier. And to me, I felt like I got more
in there. Yeah. And then packing cubes or not packing cubes. So we've tried both. And honestly, I mean, for us, because of the way Tracey folds our clothes, the only thing packing cubes would be good for would be, socks and underwear and like maybe, I don't know, like our night shirt, night t-shirts or, shorts, whatever. I mean, nothing that we wear, that's visible. And the thing about that is that we stuff socks into our shoes.
Yeah.
And, we have the small pocket thing on our suitcases for, like bras and underwear.
Yeah.
So it kind of doesn't make sense for us.
We used the packing cube. We used one packing cube for our Scandinavia, and that was for gloves, mittens, hats, scarves, our crampons.
Just to keep them all together.
So we know that's what it was. But other than that, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the packing cubes either. Yep. I mean, they're okay for certain things, but I think, Yeah, Brilliant but Blue, I think I saw put on there that they think that it takes up more room, and I do too.
Yeah, so we actually end up using, we have a ton of packing cubes, and we actually end up using them really more for organization, like in our backpacks and our day packs, for electronics and things like that, or even like our bathroom stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we end up using them for, just to keep kind of little pieces,
Yeah.
kind of organized. So hold on, we gotta. So Chris folds, Nick folds, but I'm not that great at it. So sometimes it inadvertently becomes a roll. So Nick, that's my problem, which is why I'm not the one who packs. Ryan says the last time around I rolled inside of packing cubes seemed to work okay.
Yeah, and some people love it. Some people would rather use the packing cubes and would rather roll, but yeah, I'm just not a fan.
Yep. Mary Ellen says mostly full, but I do roll a few things to fill space and partially filled packing cubes. Katie says she folds too. Mary Ellen says always packing cubes. Michelle says I do both. Depends on what it is. Never tried packing cubes. I do a mix of both. Julie, I like packing cubes to keep dirty laundry separate.
We actually take like a mesh laundry bag, and it just sits flat in the bottom of your suitcase, and we'll normally take that for our dirty laundry, and that way you can separate it that way.
Yeah, but I think she means like in the suitcase. So once we get to the point that if we're traveling from one place to another with dirty laundry, what we do, so just to be clear, we each take a suitcase and a not a duffel, but like a tote bag, but it still has a sleeve on it, so it rolls over the handle of the suitcase. So that's what we usually end up taking, each of us having that. So what we'll do is we'll just designate one bag to be one of the tote bags to be for the dirty clothes. So we'll just take the mesh laundry bag and put it in one of the totes, and then everything else goes in the other stuff. So we do keep it separated, obviously.
Or if it has been a while, we will take the mesh dirty bag and we'll take the clean clothes out of one suitcase and put it in the other. And then we'll just put the dirty clothes.
Yeah, depending on how much we have.
Yeah, depending on how much we have.
Yeah. So, Katie says she uses compression packing cubes and enjoys them. So interesting. I don't know. We just haven't. Maybe. Well, you did use a compression one, or you tried on some of our stuff for Scandinavia. And you didn't love it.
No, we did use the compression ones. Actually, our first trip.
Last year, you mean? Our first trip last year, or first trip ever?
First trip ever to Europe. And we had some for like our socks and underwear.
Oh, yeah.
We did that.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Do you prefer hard or soft-sided luggage? So we are now on to hard-sided luggage. We have the brand is Delsey. And those things have been through, I can't tell you how many trains, planes, buses, boats, cars, and they've held up like champs. Now,
and they break toes.
Yes, that's what broke Tracy's toe in Barcelona. But yeah, I mean, we love them. They've been great. So they're Delsey. They're not carry-on. So I mean, we check them. Mm-hmm. I don't think they would they fit in the carry? They're not.
No.
So they're like the smaller check size of that Delsey makes.
Yeah.
And then the totes are Victorinox.
Yeah.
And they've been super sturdy. Everything's held up really well.
And when we say these all have been through a lot, they've been through a lot.
Oh, y'all. I mean, so much. So much. I mean,
from the guys, throwing them on the plane. We've seen them, throwing them on the plane.
From us trying to get them in and off trains and
cobblestone streets,
everything.
Yeah.
So anyway, Mary Ellen says, when I went on tours in Ireland and was 4 hotels in 10 days, I had a separate cube for each hotel. So that's way more organized than us.
We always try and start out very organized.
Yeah.
But by the time, you've unpacked and packed and unpacked and packed and, on your trip, we're just like, okay, well, do you have room in your luggage? Okay, let's put this in there and we'll put this in here. And yeah.
We do. But that is another thing. We always, so two other points. We always keep an extra, we keep one extra outfit in our backpacks when we're traveling. And then we will mix and match where some of my stuff is in Tracey's suitcase and some of her stuff is in mine. Enough for a couple of days. That way,
if one of our
bags gets lost, hopefully it's only one and not both of them.
Yeah.
We've got enough to get us through a few days until we can figure out either if we're getting our luggage back or we've got to go figure out how to buy stuff.
Yeah.
So that is one thing we always do. Let's see. One thing I liked about the cubes is you can designate a cube as dirty. It's very true. Blaine at Rayleigh Creative says he keeps forgetting us on Thursday.
Well,
Good
here
to
we
see
are.
you.
Thank
Hello.
you for joining.
Katie says mostly for organization, not sure if it saves space. Brilliant but Blue says I always do the socks and shoes as well. Some thinks it's gross. I don't care. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Mark says my feet are in my shoes. No room for socks. It's size 17, an extra pair of shoes isn't going to happen on a trip that doesn't involve a car. Well, Mark, we were just talking about that before you got here. I know you were doing your church thing. So we got caught in a hailstorm in Munich, and all of our shoes just got absolutely soaked. And we did end up going and buying new shoes that trip.
We did. We found some kind of outlet mall.
Mhm.
I don't even remember where it was.
Somewhere in Germany. Yeah. So we always have at least one extra pair of shoes. I understand we're not size 17, so I get it. But yeah, that's what we do. I use packing cubes. Chris says I use packing cubes in my carry-on. That makes sense. That totally makes sense if it's the carry-on piece. Roll your clothes gently. Tracey. Lob it in. Yep. One time I exclusively rolled my clothes. One time when I traveled, only with my backpack. So folding would be pointless in a backpack. That's very true.
That's true. I could see rolling if you were putting all your stuff in a backpack.
Yeah. On the Ireland trip, because there were so many hotels, I only had to take out a cube of clothes, one with toiletries and one with chargers. Everything else stayed in the suitcase. That makes total sense, Mary Ellen. I mean, we try to, we try, and we haven't been as good about this as we need to be, but we try to have a minimum of 3 nights, if not 4 minimum per hotel. And I'm actually pretty, I don't know, OCD about if it's a one-nighter, it's fine. But if it's more than one night, I want all my stuff out and put up. I don't like it just sitting in the suitcase. I don't know why. That's just me.
No.
But that's what we do.
It used to be if we were just in a hotel for one night, we had to take everything out and hang it up. But
I've gotten past that.
We've gotten past that. So we're on to, if we're there for more than one night, then we have to take it out.
Yep. Kim says joining after work, so I'm late to the party, but just wanted to say hi. I'm loving your channel. Thank you, Kim. We appreciate that.
Stopping by.
Absolutely. Yes, Blaine already in Disney right now. I know he was going. Is he already there? So Blaine, we were just talking about we're going to be there in November.
Yeah.
Thomas says since I wear athletic shoes, no extra shoes. Well,
Well, we thought that too till they got wet.
Yeah, and that's what ours are tennis shoes. So, okay, so we wanted to tell you guys, and I'm going to post some stuff on social media, but we have, as most of you've seen, we've got a new logo. Our website has been redone, but we haven't got the new blog post up, but the overall website is done and our shop is done. So, Go check it out. Go check
Yeah.
out the website. Let us know what you think about it.
Oh,
So,
get one of our mugs.
oh yeah, well that's true. Nick Barnett is leaving.
Oh, bye, Nick. Thanks for stopping by. And don't forget, everybody give it a thumbs up for us.
So there is.
Yeah.
Let's take it closer.
I don't know if y'all can see that. I think there's kind of a glare.
Back out. Okay.
But yeah, that's our new logo, Gallivanting Gals. So we wanted something simple, but yet, kind of explain who we were and what we did.
Yeah.
And what we do.
So anyway, yeah, but go check the website out, gallivantinggals.com. Let us know what you think about it. Like I said, we've got a ton of blog posts to get posted. I was just holding off till we got the website done. And actually, for those of you, some of you may know, if you are familiar with the Delightful Travelers, Trevor and Anna. So Trevor is a web designer, and he's actually the one that redid that for us. Yep. So, just a big shout out to them. We love those guys, and he did a great job.
Yep.
So,
yep.
All right. So, giveaway. So, we're going to do Amazon gift cards again tonight because poor Katie and Thomas are having to wait on their stuff because our printers are taking forever to get stuff done. Those mugs are the first thing that came in, and those were our samples from over 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. So we will get you.
Yeah, Katie and Thomas, we haven't forgotten about you, but I don't want to do that again and have somebody think we've forgotten about them. So, so anyway, okay. So, what questions are we going to ask them?
We usually have this ahead of time, but we didn't do this ahead of time, and I'm trying to remember what we've already asked, so we don't ask the same thing.
Okay, what?
We gotta have two.
Okay, so 2-part question. What 2 places have we been to Disney parks? That's one question with 2 answers. So put both answers on, the one comment.
Yep. Well, we got to keep you on your toes, traveling granny.
Yep. And
thank you about the logo.
Yep. And Katie and Thomas like Delightful Travelers. Yeah, Trevor and Anna are really, really cool. Thank you. Yeah, Kim, thank you. We appreciate it. Mary Ellen. Yep, ding, ding, ding. You got it. All right. So, Mary Ellen, follow me on Trophies. You got it. Mary Ellen just barely beat you. Yep. Mary Ellen, are you on Instagram? If you're on Instagram, you can DM me there, but if not, feel free to email me here. Oops. Okay. Yeah, she's on Instagram, so you don't need to do that. Okay, so if you, Gallivanting Gals, if you just go to I think we're gallivanting.gals on Instagram, just DM us there, and I'll get you the Amazon gift card. So congratulations.
Yay.
Yay. What's the second question? Second set of questions.
Second set of questions.
What is one item that we always take, regardless of the weather?
Mm-hmm.
And the second part of that
is the second part of it.
There's two part. We do 2 answers. Yeah. Well, so that's the first part.
So what do we take regardless of the weather?
Mm-hmm.
And second part.
Yeah, come up with something.
I know. I'm thinking we just went over this.
How many days do we take? What do we usually target for a number of days between washings? Umbrella. What did I miss? Traveling Grady's. What did I miss? My earplugs fell out. Oh my gosh. Umbrella, not an umbrella. not pants, not flip-flops. So there's one thing we said, regardless of the season, that we always pack.
Oh, hello,
No.
Jocelyn.
Hello, Jocelyn. Hello, Julie. Close. Rain jacket 10. Ryan, how about
got
that?
it.
Yay.
Yay.
So
Somebody's been paying attention.
So you are correct, Ryan. Always take a rain jacket and always 10 days. That's right.
Yeah.
That's what we target. So
if you're on Instagram, let us know.
Tampons. Jocelyn said tampons. Nope. We don't have to do that anymore, Jocelyn. We're all good. Travel Granny knickers. Katie Smith almost got it. But yes, Ryan, either on Facebook or Instagram, or if you want it, you can go ahead and put that in if you want to.
We're going to.
So Jocelyn, are you guys, let's see, when are you heading home? Saturday, is that right? So where are you guys right now? Are you still in Idaho? I don't remember. I know Mark messaged me the other yesterday, and I don't remember where you got, but I think you may be still in, I don't know where you are. But anyway, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Traveling Granny says one day she'll have the right answer.
Well, you need to pay attention and watch our videos.
That's right.
Of course, tonight it was what we said tonight. So
that's right. Oh, Jocelyn said they're on their way now, sort of. Gotcha. Oh, she's Traveling Granny said, good job, Jocelyn. It was Ryan that won Traveling Granny, not Jocelyn.
Yeah.
But anyway. All right, guys. Well, actually, even though Jocelyn just joined us, and I hate that because I would love to get my big orange and white cup out and show her, but we are actually going to wrap up because I know Tracey is anxious to get to the football game.
Well, yes.
But remember that we are doing Sunday, starting Sunday, we're going to do 10 a.m. Eastern. We're calling them Sunday Snippets. And we're going to start that this Sunday, 15, 20 minutes. It'll be travel news, interviews, all that kind of stuff. So come back on Sunday morning and, have a cup of coffee with us, and we'll chat for a few minutes. Because that's the only time on Sundays that I get her attention.
Well,
right now.
But I am first in my fantasy league.
She is first in her fantasy league. So,
and maybe we'll have our mugs with us.
Yeah, might be drinking our coffee out of our mugs. All right. So, Jocelyn said they stopped in Deadwood to relive her summer of selling motorcycles in Sturgis. Wow. Well, hopefully there's
what haven't you done, Jocelyn?
Yeah, exactly. All right, Katie Smith, thank you so much. Go watch football. Thank you, Julie. Yep. Bye, Traveling Granny.
Come back Sunday. Don't forget.
Yep. Brilliant but Blue, thank you.
Yep.
Chris, we'll see you then. Donna, hopefully see everybody on Sunday. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.